I've got an idea of building a pond with these materials. I don't want to sell my fish, I don't want to lose them. I've got to house them somewhere. The roof on my pond, I've got rid of that in my previous video. So there she is, Bessie is back out. I got the supervisor out with me today. She's going to be helping me. In that right, Case? It's going to work. Like that. Building myself a frame. Plug in the old bad boy. Got a bit of roof up, see? Gotta love a good hammer fixing. Ain't going nowhere, son. So I've got the roof from my old roof. They're cladding on the side. I've built me dream pond. What an absolute cracking morning it is again. That only means one thing. I need to crack on and get as much done as I possibly can to get this new dream koi pond built. And the only way I can do that is dismantle this pond. Cleared out a massive area back here. If anyone's not caught up with what's going on, go back, check out my videos, check out how much I've got done so far. My original idea of putting the pond here doesn't work. Only means I have to get rid of this pond. It's the only option that I've got. I need to build the pond here all the way up through, and the only way I can do that is if I flatten this pond. I've got to build a temporary house to put my koi. The roof on my pond, don't know if you know, I've got rid of that in my previous video.
One thing at a time, it will all come down.
One job at a time, and that's all we can do. It's been a real frosty night again last night. You can still see all of the ice on top of here. My water temperatures have dropped down a hell of a lot, but I really need an idea of where to put these fish. I can't take them to my koi dealer. It's just too much money. He wants £150 a week, money I haven't got. So the only other option is to build a pond somewhere in my garden, which is not going to get in the way for when I build the new pond. Up this end would be out of the way, and it would allow me to build my filter house over there, build a new pond there. The only downside, the only access that I've got to my back garden is here. So if I built a pond there, trying to get materials in, block work, cement, concrete, there's just no way I can bring it in the garden. I can't put it down here because this is where my filter house needs to be. I'll just show you my idea, see if it'll work, and we'll go from there. Right, all of the wood that I took down off of my frame, old roof that I had, I've got an idea of building a pond with these materials, just so I don't have to fork out any more money. I'm on a massive budget. I'm already struggling to get a skip. I'm on a massive budget. If you would like to help out, support the channel, there's a little link down in the comment section. It would be very, very much appreciated. I don't really want to ask, but if anyone would like to help, I'd be totally over the moon. Plans today, really. Don't want to get rid of my fish. I don't want to sell my fish. I don't want to lose them. I've got to house them somewhere. I'm going to be putting a camera up there. So what my plan is, I'm building a pond in here. As you can see, it's not a massive area, but it should be big enough to house the fish that I want to keep. I don't mind if I got to lose a couple of my fish, but there's some fish I just cannot lose. You ain't having no more food. You have had enough. But the length of this OSB is 8 foot. I've got a good 4 foot across that way. It's not going to be ideal, but it's going to be better than nothing at all, to be honest with you. I've got a drain down here, put my water to waste, flushing out water. I've also got a tap over this side, so I can put my dechlorinator here and run a trickle into the pond to make sure the water quality is as good as what it can be. But I'm going to get all this out, just see if I can build something in here with all those materials that I've got. I will have to try to work out some sort of liner to put in there or something, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Let's see if we can build it here first. Neighbour just come out as I was doing a bit of videoing, and I felt like a right weirdo speaking to myself on the phone, but I'm actually speaking to you guys. But no one else knows that. People out in my street think, what's this weirdo up to now? Don't affect me. I couldn't give a monkeys. Let's grab the tape measure. I'll grab me, what's it called? I'll grab me tripod. You can still see, look, I've got all my tools in my conservatory. I've took down my existing shed. Well, hello there. So I've got to crack on with this as quick as I possibly can. Purely the fact the wife was like, you said it was going to take a couple of weeks to be done. And I'm really thinking to myself, it's going to take a couple of months, love. So there she is. Bessie is back out. This is the idea. This is the plans. Whether if it works or if it doesn't, it's going to be very basic, very straightforward. But hopefully it will do what I want it to do. So I'm going to crack on. I got the supervisor out with me today. She's going to be helping me. Isn't that right, Case? Yes, yes, you go in the hall. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? It's gonna work. Happy days. Fits like a glove. Not exactly square mine, but this post, use the supports of these posts, it shouldn't go anywhere. Shouldn't go anywhere anyway. Right, so I missed out on a bit of footage. The sun was shining in and the filming was absolutely terrible. The sun's disappeared, so this is where I'm at. Building myself a frame. I've just lined one OSB sheet there. I've got 8 foot across. I got just under 4 foot across this way. So this will be more than enough to house some of my favourite koi, some of the koi that I can't lose. It just break me heart. I cannot get rid of them. This whole idea of the new pond is to put the fish that I've got in the new pond so they can have a good life. I can't house all of my fish in here. It's just not big enough. I'm going to pick a selected few, but I'm going to carry on with this job now. Slowly getting there. I'm putting loads of supports in. I'm using the support which is bolted to the wall, bolted to the house, and it's bolted. Well, it's not bolted, it's, you know how much cement I put in when I do my posts. So I've got loads of support, and this is only temporary, it's not permanent. Plug in the old bad boy. Hell of a tool this is. Got me out of many a trouble. This is what cut up all me shed. I know Steve Wainwright, if you're watching this, I haven't got me safety glasses on. Because I lost them. I did have them, but I lost them. Happy days. The other way up. Let's see if it fits. I like that. Measure once, cut once. I'm inside the box. What I'm going to do, because my floor's not level, I'm going to go down my builder's merchant, get a load of sand, chuck a load of sand in here. This will fill off where the floor's not level. I'm going to get some silicone. This is the old silicone what's on. I'm going to go right up through this stretch. This side's pretty tight anyway. I'll run a bead down there as well. Same again, it's nice and tight up through here, but I will run a bead of silicone in both the corners just to make sure everything's all right there. Sorry if it's echoing a bit. I've left myself enough gap here so I can lay another bit of timber on here when the liner goes up, clamp the liner down, and then on the top of it I can run a little bit of decking through here. This is just an off-cut bit of OSB. What I'll do, I'll have the bottom drain down here. I'll have the pipe returning up through here because I'm not going to drill through the side of the wall. It's not worth it. I'm just going to run the pipe straight up through, and then I'll be able to tuck the pipe in behind all of this, in behind all of my frame, and then the filter will sit there and I'll be able to flush it to waste, and I'll be able to have a constant water supply running in underneath here, and everything should be all right. Put a roof over it here, clamp 2 pins into the wall there, two little wall brackets, and then run a bead off of it, and that galvanised what I took off. I'll just run on an angle up through to keep it a little bit sheltered, and then the front of it I'll just face off. I've got a load of feather edge leftover off-cut pieces that I can just face off the front, because the wife will go nuts if I leave it for too long. If I can do this, happy days. Look at my hands again though, look. I don't stop for nothing. Got a bit of roof up, see? Make sure it's level. Gotta love a good hammer fixing. He ain't coming down. That should be perfect. He ain't going nowhere, son. Well, it's certainly coming on now. So I've got the roof from my old roof. I'm just using it up because it's just storing up space in my back garden. So I'm just as well protect what I've got. I'm going to face off the front and no one will know it's even here. And if you do, and if you try to get my fish, well, just put a bit of cladding on the side. This is all what I had left over from when I'd done my fence out the back garden. So I'm just using up materials. There's only like 2 nails in it, so I can pop it off and use it again if I need it to make a door or something like that. Got a roof on the pond as well. I've got some more of this left over. This is going in there all the way around. This is all tidy, all blocked off. The Epic filter will run in here, turning back over there. Like I said, it's not a perfect job. By the time it's finished, it will look all right for the time it's going to be here. Happy days. Well, as you can see, I've built me dream pond. I had to get that one in there. Yeah, so this is coming on quite nice, to be fair. Just put a bit of decking on here as well. Finished up this, made it look nicer. Another bit of decking over there. This is all bits of reclaimed wood off of my old pond, so I'm just making good of what's here for time being. So I've got a decent sized pond. As soon as I get some more materials off of the other pond, I'll add some more bits to it. But the sun's dripping in now, so best pack away all my mess. Look at the state of it here. I'll pack it up. We have it all finished up for the night. I've got to get myself a box weld liner, or the cheapest liner that I can get, to be honest with you. Roughly around 8 foot by 4 foot. So if anyone can get hold of something or recommend something, let me know. Happy days. And on that note, I'm going in, washing up, packing away all the tools. Everything's a mess. I've tidied up everything here. Winner chicken dinner. I'm going inside because I feel like a weirdo speaking to myself out here. But yeah, got the decking on, decking up through there. I'm gonna put another bit of decking up through there, another bit on the end. Same with this, length of the feather edge. That's what I've used. Nice little home down here for where my filters are gonna go. I'm gonna run the Epic filter, returning back over there. I will have to notch out this, but I can't do anything until I get the liner in, pin the liner down. I've got to get some sand. Sorry about how dark it is. I've got to get some sand, then the liner. I'll catch you when it's light and I'll finish this video.